Bryan Poulter grew up in Linden and Prophetstown, Illinois, graduating from Prophetstown-Linden School District in 1975. Bryan attended and graduated from Central College in Pella, Iowa in 1979 with a degree in business management, running track all 4 years, and played a bit of football.
Coach Bill Hinga, Dean Hinga at Central, was my track coach, and then he approached me about being an assistant track coach. And gosh, I had a lot of fun, enjoyed the athletes, and enjoyed helping teach track and field. I was working with sprinters, relays, etc.
In 1980, Bryan and his wife, Mary, took on the role of dorm directors at Central College, and he was hired as the assistant men's track coach. In 1981, he took on the role of head men's cross-country coach at Central College.
Which was not something that I had in my sights at all. Competitively, I never ran more than one lap around a track. But I knew most of the guys on the cross-country team, obviously, and I knew they had a good bunch of people, so I took that job too. And then the awareness started coming around that, hey, these are the things that you like being around athletes, you like being around kids.
In 1982, Bryan completed classes for his educational teaching endorsement and accepted a teaching position at Colfax Schools, teaching business education and coaching football, wrestling, and head boys track.
And then my wife says, why don't you just go back? And it took me a year to pick up my educational side of it, so I left Vermeer, stayed on and as dorm directors, and I picked up that year of educational classes. And then she was already in Newton, and then, there was a job in Colfax.
In the fall of 1985, Bryan's coaching role changed to head wrestling and boys track coach, adding athletic director duties in 1998. Bryan continued as AD and coach of both sports until retirement in the spring of 2016. Bryan took pride in representing and supporting his coaches as his driving force for AD success.
I came into the role as AD, from the coaching side of it. I didn't come in from the administrative side of it. And I don't want to sit here and pit administration and coaches side, but I guess my heart and my feelings has been to the coaches side. I know what they're going through. I know that the things, that obstacles that they have in their way a lot of times. So I went in with the perspective, I want to be the coach's AD. And I want to work with administration to express their concerns and help in the capacities that they need help in. I didn't want to go in as the authoritarian administrative AD and tell them that you need to run your program this way. But I wanted to be deep enough that if I saw things that needed attention or address, we can do that, but we can do that in a way that we can still have a positive relationship with each other.
Outside of education duties, in 1987, Bryan was elected to the Colfax City Council. Fast forward, 40 years later, his term expires in 2027.
There's probably people that would tell you that it's probably because I'm not very smart, or that I have trouble saying no. So in the small realm of politics, you kind of, if you have areas that you want your citizens and members of your community to still enjoy and be involved with, they need someone out there to have a voice.
Bryan and wife Mary celebrated their 45th wedding anniversary last August. They raised 3 children, Anna, Abby, and Austin. Bryan coached all 3 during their high school days. Anna and Abby each have 3 children, and Bryan has entered the stage of a busy grandparent.
Have an acreage of sorts, say about 8 acres, but it's all trees, and great place to have a lot of space. And we have a zip line, and we have a ninja line, and we have trampolines, and a huge sandbox, and 2 little ATVs, and a golf cart. And in 2016, when I retired, we built a shop type building. It has an upstairs, and it has a section of a wrestling mat and ropes and etc. So they have a lot of area to get outside and move and get tired enough so they can sleep at night, so Grandpa can sleep at night. Through what this association offers, to all the ADs in Iowa is again a treasure for those people in those positions. And they, as in my time period of watching this convention, it's grown, it's taken off, they've expanded, and they've improved. And that's how it in athletics in Iowa will continue to blossom and not, die or go away. It'll be efforts of people like this that'll be there to fight the fight. These people are, were legends of their time, or living legends, and et cetera. And now my name's with them. I don't know how the process happened, that I was nominated or selected. I have no clue, but I'm very thankful and grateful for that. And again, to have my name there, I hope that people that have worked for me, or with me, around me, my family, can say, hey, he must have did a few things okay. As we sit here right now, I'm still very pleasantly surprised.
IHSADA Hall of Famer Bryan Poulter.